Hello, you're watching Dirty Laundry. We are Deap Vally.
Hi.
Hi. Just kidding, I'm your host, Carrie Kay. This is Deap Vally.
I'm trying to figure out how to sit here. That's comfortable.
That's good.
Does this work?
Yeah, it works for me. How did you guys meet? It was in a very unconventionally un-punk rock way.
Julie taught me how to crochet. Yeah. I couldn't afford to buy any clothes, so I decided I would make my own clothes. And so I went into a little shop, and Julie was teaching the class. She taught me how to crochet, and that was the beginning of my...
The end.
How long have you guys been a band?
A year and a half.
Year and a half?
Mm-hmm.
A year and a half. You've got people generally making clothes for you. You've got agents, a management team, and the album hasn't been released yet. How did you create such a buzz?
I don't know.
I don't know.
By rocking hard.
So you guys have opened for Eagles of Death Metal, Soundgarden. You're leaving for London pretty soon to play with Iggy, for fuck's sake. How did these gigs come about?
Well, we actually haven't opened for Soundgarden yet. That's about to happen.
Oh, you're going to?
This is
Yeah.
in the world, the internet world,
Yeah, the internet.
where time is amorphous, I guess.
Yeah.
But we have a legendary, super kick-ass booking agent named Russell Warby, and he like worked for Nirvana and the White Stripes, and he's like super kick-ass, and we really, really, really lucked out. He's like a huge believer in us, and he just wants to get us out there in front of people as much as possible. Yeah.
Yeah, the day we got the email that he was going to take us on as his booking agent, as
Right.
his client,
Yeah.
was really exciting.
Yeah, that was
really,
super exciting.
really exciting because he's just a legendary, booking agent, and he was our dream booking agent.
Yes.
He, reps all the most awesome, like historic, great rock bands.
Just Nirvana. I mean,
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So we got that
Smart
email,
man.
and I called Julie like early in the morning frantically, and I was just like, wake up, Russell Warby's our booking agent. And that was a really exciting
And he
gig
has
for
a
us.
cool name.
Yeah, he does.
You know, it's a good name. Warby.
Warby. You're a smart man, Russell Warby.
We just got some stuff to him, and he got really executive style on it, and he just decided to sign us before he'd seen us because he was worried that someone else would.
There was a hippie, an old hippie in San Francisco who gave
Really?
you some advice about your band.
He wasn't an old hippie.
He wasn't. He wasn't.
No,
An old
he
hippie
was
would
a
have been much
grouchy
nicer.
surf rock bass player.
Oh, okay.
Kind of rockabilly almost.
Yeah.
What was the advice?
Well, first of all, I don't know. I mean, I don't like to shit talk, but
At
he
one
was
point
shit talking at me.
This
Yeah,
is
Lindsay
the place
wanted-
to shit talk. It's cool.
Lindsay wanted to move her amp on the stage, and so she just saw him walking by, and she was like, "Oh, hey man, can you help me lift this up on the stage?" And he was like, "Sorry, it's your gig." Yeah, and walked away.
So that was like,
Crazy. That was
Okay,
the first.
that was number
emotional
one.
moment.
And then the second one was after our first set. He's a bass player, so sometimes bass players are offended by the fact that we don't have a bass player or something, which I don't really understand. I don't get offended when bands don't have like singers, even though I sing. But okay. Anyway, so he comes up to me and he's like, "Some advice, get a bass player." And I just looked at him and was like, "Some advice, get a vagina." Yes. And I winked at him, and he was just like, and he walked away. And I was like, what did I just say? Whatever it was, it worked.
You guys fucking rock the fuck out, but the press photos of you are generally super, super sexy. So I can see how that would get.
Well, I think that's part of it. I mean, that's why I'm not really offended by, creepy comments, because that's part of it. I mean, that's part of rock and roll, and like is sexuality, and you know, that's what I love about rock bands, that they're just like exuding sex, and I think we do that too, and that's okay. It's part of the primal nature of rock. So
You guys totally exude sex. And you live up to it, too. Your shows rock.
thanks, girl.
Yeah.
I had a good friend of mine told me that like after that, like coming to Deap Valley shows always makes her really horny, and like she always like wants to fuck after the show, and I was like, that made me really happy.